All right, so I'm pretty much going to be telling you guys about probably the hardest shots that I've taken when it's come to kickboxing. I've been doing kickboxing for over a year now. I've been sparring with kickboxing for, I would say, a year now. And bro, I have a lot of things I can talk to you about, with sparring. Now, I might get a little bit of hate on this video because a lot of people are sensitive when it comes to hard sparring. Especially a lot of like martial artist enthusiasts don't really like it when you are hard sparring every single day. And, when I tell people these stories, they're like, oh, why are you going to this gym? And I understand, right? Because, you can't be hard sparring every day. That's how you're going to get fucking brain damage. But let's be honest. If you want to get better at martial arts, if you want to get better at kickboxing or boxing or MMA, you're going to have to hard spar sometimes. It's part of the game. It's part of the sport. And, I think hard sparring honestly builds resilience. It builds toughness. And it prepares you better for, matches. I think, honestly, one of the reasons I didn't really feel that nervous prior to going into my kickboxing fight was because I just thought of it as another hard sparring day. So yeah, let me just tell you a couple of shots that I've taken. These probably aren't everything. I'm just going to probably name like 3 or 4 that's on my head. So one of the hardest shots that I've taken was actually, I think, one of the first days that I ever sparred. I don't know if it was the first day or maybe it was like the second or third day that we sparred, right? And there's a kid that I spar with, he's like 130 pounds, but he hits like a truck. He's very skillful. He's very fast. He's very athletic. He's probably one of the best in the gym. Super, super talented kid. And he didn't mean it, but he fucking threw a head kick. A head kick. And this was like my second or third day of sparring. He throws a head kick, it hits my chin, and I'm like, oh fuck. Like, he completely wobbles me. And I have to kind of collect my, thoughts for a couple seconds. I was fine, but I was a bit dazed. It was something that I just really, really did not expect. And honestly, that shot might have been the reason why I started to kind of develop the habit of backing up, which, was a really bad habit and still a habit that I have sometimes where, if I get pressured, the guys throwing hard shots, I, just go back. And it's definitely not a really good habit to have. And it was a habit that was a lot worse. And I feel like it was probably because of that shot that made my habit worse. So yeah, that shot definitely was not the best. Another shot that really fucking hurt it. Actually, this is probably maybe one of the most painful shots that I've ever experienced. And it was literally this old guy. So there's this old guy that comes to our gym. He's been doing martial arts for over 20 years, but he's extremely, extremely unorthodox. Super weird style, keeps his hands low, is squared, but, his punches are like so stiff, but they're so fucking painful. And out of nowhere, when we were sparring, he throws, what do you call it? It's like a spin kick. It's like, pow. I don't know if you guys saw that, but, but he throws a fucking spin kick on me. And it like hits, I don't know if it hit my liver. It hit something in my stomach. And I went like, ugh. I was, bro, like my eyes were popping out. It was so fucking painful. I was fucking dying. I did not know what to fucking do. Bro, I was fucking dead, man. My eyes were fucking like watering and shit like that, bro. It was so damn painful. And from then on, I just was like, even now, when I spar against him, I'm very, I really emphasize on my defense because I'm not trying to get fucking, sparked by this dude again. He's stiff. He's very unorthodox. Like, his style is so weird. That's why, when I spar him, I can't figure him out. That's why I kind of just avoid sparring him because, goddamn, bro, he fucking hits like a truck. And someone else did the same exact spin kick on me. But what really hurt, man, was this kid was new. This kid was like, he's been sparring at the gym now. Or not sparring, I mean like going to the gym for a couple months. I think at the time though, I think that might have been like his first or second month. And this kid is fast, right? We were sparring and I didn't really expect, him being fast, but I was holding my ground. Then this kid does a spin kick out of nowhere, like the fastest spin kick ever. Same thing. I'm like, oh, ugh, I'm fucking dying. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This fucking kid, you know, that's the thing with martial arts, bro. You can have some motherfucker come in the first day and beat the fuck out of you. So yeah, bro, that was so fucking painful. I was fucking dying, man. And by the way, all these people, you know, they're very nice. They don't, you know, when we spar, you know, sometimes we go like 70, 80%. We're never going really like 100. But, you know, some days we definitely do go really hard. But everyone in this video, you know, is nice and shit like that. You know, I wouldn't say they have the biggest egos or anything like that. I know that's something too with a lot of martial artists. But I'd probably say the hardest shot, if I was to think like hardest, like I was just dead. It was when we went to a gym that, you know, doesn't even do kickboxing. They just do regular boxing. We were sparring with their people. And I sparred this one dude. He was an amateur. I think he had like, you know, a fairly good amount of amateur matches. I was sparring him and I clinched onto him in a really weird way. You know, it was weird, right? And he got pissed off. And, you know, after that clinch, you know, he goes crazy on me and he fucking spars me. He throws like, I think it was like a cross and then a hook. Or like, it was like a hook. I think it was a hook cross, yeah. It was like a hook cross. And dude, it was the weirdest thing ever. Like I was dazed. And for like a couple seconds, I just could not think. And I'm like, I had to take off my headgear. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I had to like, I left the ring. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, I don't know what the fuck I experienced. Like, my head was like fucking dead. I might have gotten like a concussion out of that. I'm dead ass. And I'm not condoning any of this shit. But let's be honest, you know, martial arts is not pretty. Sometimes you're gonna get fucking sparked. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I'm not gonna lie, these times that I've gotten hit, you know, they hurt, but it's like after that, you know, you kind of feel like a badass. You're like, oh fuck, you know, I'm taking these shots, you know, I'm fucking sick. I'm a fucking G, bro. Because who else is willing to do this? Who else is willing to go in and just fucking like go in and fucking spar killers? No one, bro. So yeah, man, those are like kind of like a couple of like the hardest shots. There's probably so many more, man, but I'm gonna be honest, it's like 10 o'clock and I'm so tired. This is like an hour after practice. I just recorded another video. You guys probably saw that one, so I would definitely click on that one too. And you know, if you want to support the journey, man, subscribe, bro. I want as many people to really just join this journey, just see the progress, man, which is, you know, my life on just this whole like self-improvement journey, man. I just want you guys to really see and experience it with me, man. And remember, my boys, stay active, stay busy, most of all, stay hungry. Pow!